Yes, this is the main objective. What is objective? You just have to record, classify, and summarize all business transactions systematically. Systematically and orderly means what? Day to day, you have to maintain every record. Why we have to maintain the record? Just to understand where and how our business is processing. Go ahead.
Yes, sir. All the business transactions are to be recorded date-wise and account-wise.
This I already said just now. When I am saying recording, recording always systematically, chronological order means day by day. Today is 25th November. After 25th, you are going to record the 26th November transaction and not in between 28th, then again 27th, not like that. Systematically, serial number wise. Go ahead.
Bookkeeping serves as a permanent record of the monetary transactions of an enterprise business, and it can be produced as an evidence whenever and wherever required.
So when we are supposed to record the business transaction, it means we are permanently recording all monetary transactions with the help of various books of account. Like you can say there is a purchase book, there is a sales book, there is purchase return book, there is sales return book, there is a cash book, there is a bank book, and number of books are there. And in that book, we are supposed to record our transaction as and how it took place in the business. So it shows permanent record. So in future, even though there is some dispute happening, we can easily trace out that and we can sort out at our level. Go ahead.
Yes, sir. To know the profit or loss of the business during the financial year.
So here, since you are a finance student or you are studying the account subject, everyone, can you tell me when you are getting the profit? They are saying to know the profit. Ultimately, what is the main motive of the business? Earn the profit. So how I can understand whether I am earning profit or suffering from losses? If there is any formula that we can able to find out that or trace out that profit or loss. Use the chat box and try to answer. Concentrate. Can I say like that? When my selling price is greater than my cost price.
Yes, sir.
So this is the thing, selling price is greater than cost price. This is the formula of profit. Agree?
Yes, sir.
So for earning the profit, what we have to say? We have to sell the product at more than original cost. If this, suppose there is your mobile shop and you already purchased the mobile for worth rupees 15,000, you have to at least sell it at 16,000 or 17,000 or more than 15,000. But if you are selling it below the cost, so what is the situation? You are suffering from losses. So what is the formula of loss? I can say where cost price is greater than that of my selling price. Clear, friend?
Yes, sir.
And there is a misconcept of profit comparing with income. But since it is going to become later, I will explain later. Plus, please remember, profit is not your income. Huh? Remember that. Many of the time, students are writing profit means itself is a income. So what is exactly the meaning of income? We are going to see later in detail. You can say profit is the part of income, but it is not only the income. Go ahead.
Yes, sir. To know what the to know the total assets and liabilities of the enterprise.
Now, again, I am not explaining anything in detail right now, but since the word came here, asset as well as liabilities, friends, and from here, actual our journey started. So right now, I am not explaining in detail. I just tell you in one simple line or one simple sentence. Asset means property of the proprietor or owner, and liabilities means something which you have to pay to others. When you have to pay your dues to others, that becomes your liability. And when you own any property, that means ownership is with you, that means it is your asset. So for time being, do you understand the meaning of asset? Property of proprietor itself is a asset. And what is liabilities? When we have to pay to others, something which I have to pay to others. That is what liability. When it means I can say when business owes to others means business has to pay someone. That is what liability of a business. Go ahead.
To know what the businessman owes to others and what others owe him.
देखो यही चीज आ गया इन द फॉर्म ऑफ असेट एंड लाइबिलिटी मीन्स हाउ मच अमाउंट आई सपोज टू गिव टू अदर्स फ्रॉम बिजनेस पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू एंड हाउ मच अमाउंट आई सपोज टू रिसीव फ्रॉम अदर्स इन अ बिजनेस आई विल रिसीव द अमाउंट फ्रॉम माय डेटर्स कस्टमर्स and I supposed to pay to amount to creditors, suppliers, vendors, parties to whom I purchase the goods. Go ahead.
Businessman comes to know the current year's progress over previous years and compares its financial results with other business enterprises in similar line.
So if I wanted to see where I am standing as comparing with my own performance of a last year, so for that I am maintaining all the record and I am preparing my financial statement. I will compare that and I will get the idea whether in this year I am earning the profit or I am suffering from losses or if there is any turnover increasing. Every detail I can able to understand and even I can compare my business position with the similar line of the business with others. For example, if I am taking the hotel industry, then one hotel will be compared with the other hotel. If I am taking the cloth industry or textile industry, they will compare within the similar line of business and not the different one. Why similar line of business? Because you are dealing in the same type of business. That's why you can able to understand whether you are spending. And it is known as intra comparison. There are two basic terms, intra and inter. Intra means you have to compare your business with the same line of business. So, for example, I can say you have two business or two branches. So, one branch will be compared with the other branch that is known as intra on yours. But if you are comparing your business with other business in the similar line, that is known as inter-firm comparison. लाइक तुमने सुना होगा कि कॉलेज में या स्कूल में इंट्रा मैच होती है या इंटर मैच मतलब एक स्कूल का दूसरे स्कूल के साथ और इंट्रा मतलब एक डिवीजन का दूसरे डिवीजन के साथ नाउ इट इज क्लियर basically you just remember you can compare your own performance that's it and for that you have to be record so in this way I am able to finish all the objective of bookkeeping so again the question arises tell me the objectives of bookkeeping one by one whatever you understand right now in the discussion use the chat box and answer many answers came. We come to know whether we are going in loss or profit. Mukul said correctly. Pooja to have a complete record of the financial transaction. Correct. If there is any dispute, we can, okay, systematically. To know the total asset and liabilities, Pratik and Prapti is saying. Richa, business transaction are to be recorded date-wise. Okay. After that, business transaction are to be recorded date-wise. Okay, that is correct. To keep complete record of all financial transaction orderly and logical manner, we should know the profit and loss of the business. It keeps a record of all financial transaction. It is to keep accurate record of financial transaction in chronological order and account wise. Recording business transaction date and account wise. Business transaction are to be recorded date wise. Okay, to know what the businessman owes to others. Everyone said correctly, so we can proceed with the next